With fighting games taking a really big highlight in this year's E3 announcements with the new Smash Bros. Ultimate announcement on the Switch, and with Battle Arena Melbourne being one of the biggest esports events that Melbourne and Australia has ever seen, I thought it was fitting to invite some really key players in the Smash Bros. Melee scene to this New Game Plus settings today, just for a quick interview about what it's like to play Smash Bros. On a semi-competitive scale. And I just wanted to get more feedback about their experiences so far in Melbourne Melee. And welcome to the set, guys. This is a sweet new digs with our sweet velour blue chairs. How does it feel?
Amazing, thank you.
This is Saucy, aka Patrick in real life. And this is Alex here, pretty cool guy. Welcome, and yeah, how you guys feeling?
Pretty good.
Yeah, relaxed?
Yeah, I'm excited
Right
to
at
play
home?
Melee.
Especially in this chair.
Yeah. Try not to swing. I think it's like,
Yeah,
you can't help
and
it,
they're
right?
super noisy, but we'll do our best.
I wanted to launch off today with how many years you guys have been playing Smash Bros for, and was there a moment where you decided to take it a little bit more seriously and really pursue it?
I started 3 years ago. I pretty much took it really seriously from the start. I picked it up and I didn't like losing, and I really didn't like other people taking my money. So I played like every day for about a year.
Yeah.
And took it really seriously. I've relaxed a lot since then because I can now earn a little bit of money, and I reached that goal.
Nice.
But, yeah.
Who introduced the game to you?
I started with Smash 4 when it released, and I used to play Smash 64 every day as a kid, and Smash 4 came out and I didn't like it. And then I found Melee was still played.
Excellent.
Got into
Very
it.
nice. What about you, Alex?
I went to my first tournament in 2009, so actually sometimes I struggle to work out how many years I've been playing for.
Yeah, it's a bit like that. Did friends bring you?
Yeah, well, so I started playing with one of my friends who lived up the street, and the competition escalated, and then we went online, and back then there was a website called Smashboards. And so that no longer really exists. It's still out there, but no one posts on it. It's not very active.
Yeah.
And we went on like all the guide threads and eventually stumbled on the Australia section of the forum, and then from there we found, oh, there's an event happening at the Abbotsford Convent.
Easy to
Couch
get
Warriors
to.
Ranbat, and
Oh, Couch Warriors.
then in 2009.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So from there you met just other local players and you just kept going back regularly? And it grew from there?
I was pretty on and off. Like I was working weekends a lot, and so I sort of went to a couple of tournaments every year. Tried to go to BAM, and then it was start of 2014. There was a big tournament called Miles Warehouse, and from there I sort of realised that I really really enjoy this, and I'd like to spend more time doing it. So I've been pretty active since then.
I like it very much. For those out there unfamiliar with the different types of Smash Bros titles out there, can you guys talk a little bit about the other games compared to Melee and how they're different, like more competitive versus more strategic?
Sure. So Melee was the second iteration of the game before Brawl and Smash 4, and Brawl and Smash 4 are just a lot slower. They have like less movement options and it just like requires less actions per minute a lot. So Melee is a lot more fast-paced, and you have to think a lot quicker and like move a lot quicker.
So it actually takes skill.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Excellent. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think Melee strikes a careful balance between like the offensive and defensive aspects of the game. So in even in Smash 64, there's quite a lot of defensive play, and then in the more recent titles, there's just a lot less reward for getting hits. Whereas in Smash 64, it's the opposite. But in Melee, there's a bit, although as the metagames progress, defensive play has gotten stronger and stronger, some people might say, but there's still this excitement when something happens. Often, if you make a mistake, that could cost you your life, but not absolutely every time, and players have options to escape. Whereas in the newer titles, sometimes you can get away with a mistake, or other times you can't get away with a mistake, but more because then your opponent, you have to wait for them to make a mistake before you can do anything to catch up.
Yeah, the excitement that you just mentioned, it's so funny seeing the amount of people that Smash brings to events like BAM and the Ranbats is like so many more times than Street Fighter and other fighting games. It's incredible, and it seems to grow year on year, even though the game's been out for so long. I think, what is your involvement in Melbourne Melee? I can see you guys are repping the shirts. Looks schmick today, guys. I appreciate that. What kind of things does Melbourne Melee contribute to the community and the fighting game community specifically? And I know you do commentating sometimes as well.
Yeah, so Melbourne Melee is, I guess, a bit like Couch Warriors. It's a grassroots organisation. We're just a bunch of Melburnians who are keen on Melee, and we decided that I guess we wanted to offer up tournaments for people to attend. So we've just been finding venues, and then we've got our own stream now that we've managed to build up from something that was very unprofessional, crappy cameras, little webcams and stuff, and now we actually have a couple of camcorders and things like
Got some
that
great
going
overlays.
on.
I've seen it there because
Yeah.
you guys streamed Battle Arena Melbourne as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
so
nice.
shout outs to Dom Hines who
Yes.
does all the back
He
end
regularly
work
comes
for
in here.
that.
He's done a few interviews with Pudge and stuff. It's pretty good. Yeah.
Sick.
What about yourself, Patrick?
I do nothing with Melbourne Melee. I
Sell yourself
I
short.
get up.
Yeah.
I get there on the day and then help them set up, and I will help them like
These
see
are
the
unspoken
tournament.
heroes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't get to come to their meetings, so I'm not part of their group chat because I'm not invited.
Do you want to be invited? You don't really.
No, not really. I don't
You're
want
not
that
ready for the
responsibility.
commitment.
No,
Yeah.
I just help out when I can, really. And when BAM, the big tournament, comes around, I dedicate like my whole weekend like trying to help out, like
Yeah.
setting up, closing down, and everything.
I think that's the best bit about it. It's like that real camaraderie feel. I think
Yeah.
we all sort of step up when it comes to it, just to make sure it's like seamless and perfect, and it makes a total difference. I reckon. That's awesome.
Saucy is one of my favorite co-commentators. I just like I find it very easy to work with Patrick. Like
I love
it just
that.
makes
The
sense.
banter,
Yeah,
organic.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a lot easier.
And I've been able to I've gone to the US a couple times. I've had a couple chances to commentate on their streams, which is also very exciting. Like getting to bring Australian Melee to the world a little bit.
I love that. How long have you been commentating for? And why did you make the jump from just playing?
I guess it's one of those things where often everyone, like most of the Melee community, are keen players, so their priority is often to play. So it's just something that someone needed to step into the hole, and I just tried it a couple of times and realized that I enjoyed it just about as much as playing. So I was pretty happy, especially because I'm not normally involved in the top 8, so it's a nice opportunity
That's
to
true.
still be engaged on some level.
100%. I love that. Patrick liked that one. That was great.
That was good.
So, Alex, I know you play Fox. Saucy, I know you play as Falco. How many characters did you try out before you both settled on those ones that you really focus on perfecting?
I tried all of them.
Really?
Yeah, I can play like most of the cast to like a capable level.
Can I laugh at this
Just
one
like
now?
a troll character, just take the
Don't
piss.
match me. But yeah, I can play all of them really, but Falco was the one I enjoyed watching the most, and it just looked more stylish and
Okay.
more exciting than everything else, so I chose that one. And then,
Is he just more OP as well? He's got some really good attacks.
no, he's a terrible character. I'm just really
You have to
good.
overcompensate with
Yeah,
skill.
I'm just really good.
Okay. What about you, Alex?
So when I first started in 2009, I was a Jigglypuff main.
Nice.
So, I think a lot of people don't even know that.
I know.
It's an underlying
Old-fashioned.
secret or
Yeah,
something.
it's a dirty secret.
Yeah.
There's lots of stigma about Jigglypuff. But again, when I got back into really seriously into the game in 2014, I don't know, it was just when we were messing around, I was playing lots of Fox, and I realized that one, my Fox didn't seem to be doing any worse than my Jigglypuff against people, and two, I was having more fun. So I was like, you know what, I think I should just make this switch. I'm enjoying it more, and I haven't looked back. I hardly play the other characters now.
That's nice. So
Pretty
at
much
least you
Fox
can
all the
focus
time.
your skills. Do you guys train much for big events like Melbourne, Ballerina Melbourne, and Rambat and stuff?
I tell myself I'm going to, and then I never do. It's hard to find the time a lot because there's a lot of practice that you can always be doing.
Yeah.
There's so much like wrong with your play, and you can always see it and know what's wrong with it.
Do you watch yourself back on any streams? Yeah, I try not to. It hurts too much.
Sometimes I just justify it, but I'm like, oh no, I wasn't feeling well that day. I'm not going to watch that. I wasn't playing good, and it's really not a good mentality.
What has been your favourite esports tournament, where local or international, that compares to Australian majors? I mean, we went to Evo together in Japan.
We did, but there was
Just
no
casually.
melee there
That's
at
true.
Evo Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're obviously into big events like that.
Yeah, I just like spectating fighting games. I just like to be in the crowd. and
It
get
is
really excited.
electric, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Battle Arena
awesome.
Melbourne was great as well.
That was good. My favorite one was SXE 2K16. Was it when we were there? Commentating?
yeah, that was 2 years ago. Yeah.
In
Where was
it's,
that?
It's in Adelaide.
Oh.
They have a major every year.
Okay.
And it was just everyone that was in the crowd was really tight knit, and we all knew each other.
Yeah.
And the crowd just got really excited, and like even when the matches were boring, we'd still just start chanting and everything. It was just really fun.
I love that. So have you guys made some like long life friends that you see at most major tournaments that all travel around?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great.
And within Melbourne as well, we all, like on the weekend, if everyone's free or whatever, we've got a couple big group chats, and people like,
Love
oh,
that.
what's everyone up to this weekend? Or,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do people go to
when-
people's houses, or do you go to like Brunswick Hall, or like what's the?
Or you
They
just
do.
like go out and don't play melee.
Nice, yeah.
Just-
Yeah, we definitely used to hang out and play Melee together a lot, but it's definitely transitioned into more of going out and doing other activities. I think as we've gotten a bit older as well, and like we're a bit more we've been around for so long.
Yeah.
The novelty has worn off a little bit.
That segues really nicely into my next question, whereas how do people get involved in the Smash community? I mean, how can they find out more about Melbourne Melee and the casual meetups and things like that?
Well, the easiest is the social media. So we've got Melbourne Melee is on Twitter and on Facebook
Plus
and on
Twitch.
YouTube,
Yeah.
and our Twitch channel.
Okay.
And we work a lot with Couch Warriors and a little bit with New Game Plus. Like obviously they covered Battle Arena Melbourne and we were there as well. So
Yeah.
following them you'll probably pick up a little bit of the Smash news as well. And there's also a Facebook group. That's probably the number one if you want to get engaged with the community. It's Victoria/Melbourne Super Smash Brothers or Super Smash Bros. But if you search for the first part of it and leave the Bros part off, it should come up.
I love that. Perfect.
Yeah.
Just to tie things up and conclude our amazing interview tonight, guys, I really wanted to find out what's next for both of you playing Smash and in the scene, and where can people follow your progress?
Well, next, I want to go to Europe to go play Melee. I've been to America and Japan, played Melee over there, and it was like some of the best times of my life.
I agree.
So yeah, you were there in Japan.
Yes, good times.
Yep. So yeah, I want to go to Europe and just go around there playing Melee. So stay in people's couches, meet some new people.
I like it. Life goals.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I want to do with Melee. I don't really have any results I want to achieve. Just experience more.
Beautiful. And you're on Twitter as well?
I'm on Twitter.
Nice.
Yep. I don't want my normal friends to follow me on Twitter. It's only for
Totally
Smash
fine.
people.
All right, love that.
Is that why there's a League of Legends reference in your handle? Because you.
What about you, Alex? Where can people follow your progress?
I'm at Alex_PCG_Scott on Twitter.
It's
Thanks.
terrible.
Don't be hating. You're just jealous. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate your time tonight, and thanks for coming into New Game Plus Studios.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us, man.
Sweet.